Ever wondered how to make beautiful paintings with watercolors? This step-by-step tutorial will show you how to paint a beautiful night sky in watercolors. Let's start painting. I've drawn a big circle shape on the upper side of the paper and gently erase the outlines with an eraser. We'll start with the first color, indigo. If you are not having indigo, you can use ultramarine blue or any other dark shade of blue. Gently drag the pigments from the upper parts downwards. We will also be creating a graded effect on the sky, so the upper parts of the sky will be darker than the lower parts. I'm starting with the next color, peacock blue, which is a light shade of blue. If you're having this color, you can use it, else you can use a lighter blue like a cerulean blue. Let's paint a second wash with the same set of colors to make them darker. As you can see, the paper is still damp and you can see the paper glistening. This is because I'm using a 300 GSM 100% cold press cotton paper. This helps with the wet on wet technique, which I use in most of my paintings. I'm using a size 6 Roubloff brush, which is having a synthetic hair and a pointed tip, and they also hold a good amount of water. Now we can see the beautiful gradation. The upper parts of the sky are darker than the lower parts. Allow the background to dry completely and let's start painting the moon. Now I'm painting the moon with a bit of yellow, brown and green. Dilute the wash and paint the moon using this mixture. Before starting this step, make sure the background is completely dry. Now I'm using a white Posca marker to get the circle shape of the moon a little more perfectly. Because when we are painting with watercolors, there's a good chance the circle shape is not perfectly maintained. A little bit of the color might come into the circle. Let's draw the wild grass using black Posca markers. I'm pulling long straight lines. Make sure you vary the length just to add some interest. Do not keep all the lines the same length. I'm pulling a few lines into the moon and a few slanting lines at the bottom as well. Before this step, make sure the moon is completely dry. Now, let's add details on the wild grass. I'm pulling short upward lines to add the details. If you are not having Posca markers, you can paint this with a thin paintbrush that you're having with black color or Payne's Grey. If you enjoyed this painting, do join me on this colorful adventure. Subscribe now to unlock the world of watercolor art and start creating your own masterpieces. Grab your brushes and let's paint together. It's going to be a blast. And don't miss out and give it a try. Here are a few watercolor painting ideas that I thought you might like to watch next. Thank you so much for joining. See you again in the next video.